These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Hi everyone, my name is Pradol and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A, a very chill Q&A wherein I'm going to be doing my makeup as well. So a lot of you guys have told me that you find it very therapeutic to see me doing my makeup, which is a huge compliment to me because I love seeing people do their makeup. So I'm glad that I can do that for you as well. I checked, it's been 6 months since I've done my last Q&A. So I felt like a half year chat would be great. As for the makeup, I'm not going to be talking about the products that I'm using, but I'll make sure to link them down below. I've used mostly affordable products that I love, so they'll be linked down below in case you're curious. So yeah, having said all of that, let's get started with today's video. Okay, starting off with the most asked question. Basically everyone wants kind of like an update on how my married life is going, life after marriage, how I've been feeling. So about 3 months ago, I did kind of like a heart-to-heart sort of a vlog wherein I spoke about how I was doing after marriage, and at that point I was just settling in. I was also feeling kind of lost because I didn't have a studio at the time, and I feel like I mentioned that in that video as well. Now it's been 5 months since I've been married. I can't believe that it's been 5 months. It feels like it's been not that long ago basically, but it's been 5 months. I have my own studio. I feel like now I've finally gotten into the rhythm of life. It honestly feels like my old life, like life before marriage. Nothing really has changed in my opinion. Obviously I'm saying that in a good way. Even before we got married, Aditya and I would be together the whole day, and we would work the whole day, and at night obviously both of us would go to our own homes. Now the great thing is that we both go to the same home, so we get to spend more quality time with each other rather than just talking about work. Uske alawa, there were a lot of questions about me living with my in-laws and how that has been. So Aditya's parents have a daughter, right? Aditya has a sister. So they know what it is like to live with a daughter, and they do exactly that with me. Besides that, they're very like live and let live type of people. They themselves are very busy in their own lives with social work. So it's really nice that all of us go do our own thing throughout the day, and then at night all of us come together, talk about the day, and it feels very nice, and it's like a really nice cozy environment. Obviously it helps that I have known Aditya's family for years and years, so basically बहुत ही comfortable environment है. And also another thing is that they understand what I do and they respect what I do, and they in fact like what I do. So I feel like that is also really nice. The next question is a little bit of a touchy topic for me. What happened to Simba Lifestyle and Skion Apparels? So if you're a new viewer, you might not know, Aditya, my husband, and I own 2 businesses. One is a lifestyle stationery brand and the other one is a clothing brand. And quite a few of you have noticed that we haven't launched anything this year. But of course, we are selling from our already existing inventory. It's not like the website has shut down or we're not doing business anymore. But we actively haven't launched anything. So I think the reason is obvious. So there was a lot happening this year, right from the preps of the shadi, the actual shadi, हमारे घर बन रहे थे, we had to move to our new homes, we started a second channel. So all of that obviously took up a lot of our time, and we didn't want to launch products just for the sake of it, like half-ass काम मुझे भी नहीं पसंद और आदित्य को भी नहीं पसंद. So we rather thought that we would put this on hold and then come back with a bang with a 2025 planner. I'm so happy to always see questions about when the planner is launching, and we did get a lot of questions. I mean, we still do get every single day on DM ki, is there going to be a 2025 planner? Of course, yes, there is going to be a 2025 planner. It's going to be a 7th year doing planners.
Hala for a reason.
Again, if you're a new subscriber, you might not know our planners are our most loved and most sold products also. Like every single year we're like building up to this moment because there's so much work that goes into making a planner. Like we put everything that we have into that one planner. So stay tuned, it's coming very, very soon. And of course, along with that, we are sampling other products as well. That's a work in progress. Some tips for budding YouTubers. So it's great that a lot of people want to start their own YouTube channel or their content creation journey. I feel like now, especially, there are so many people who want to do this, who are doing this, which is fine. I feel like there's space for everyone. You just need to figure out what makes you special. Like, there's nothing wrong in doing beauty or lifestyle, but you need to remember that there are probably hundreds and thousands of other people who are doing the same. So there needs to be something that sets you apart from the rest. This very year, I completed 8 years on YouTube, and it really is like मेहनत का फल धीरे धीरे मिलता है. कभी कभी obviously you could go viral and you could become famous all of a sudden, which is great. It's always a possibility. Believe in miracles. But I feel like just keep at it. If this is something that you really want to do, if this is something that brings joy and peace to you, don't give up. It might be very disappointing at first, but yeah, just stay put. Quite a few questions about the birthday trip. So basically, last to last year, I had gone to Maldives for my birthday, and that was in September, like right after my birthday, I remember. And it was an amazing trip. Like, it's such a beautiful place, but I feel like I couldn't truly enjoy that place only because I went there in September, and every year in September I have my birthday series. So from that year onwards, I had decided that I'm not gonna go anywhere in September. I'm gonna complete my birthday series, and then in October we'll figure something out, which is exactly what we did last year as well. Last year we went to Italy, which was, oh my god, what a trip. Aditya also proposed to me on my birthday trip last year. So similarly, ये साल भी हम अक्टूबर में ही कहीं जाएंगे. कहाँ जा रहे हैं? I swear I have no idea where we're going. Usually we have थोड़ा सा idea कि यहाँ जाना है. इस बार we're just clueless as to what to do, and we also don't have a lot of days in October to go for a trip because there's Navratri, and then end of October there's Diwali, and then the planners coming, so there's a lot that needs to be taken care of. Of course, if you guys have any like recommendations or suggestions, please let me know. I am every day just like brainstorming as to what we could possibly do. We haven't landed on anything, so we're open to your suggestions. Recently posted the studio tour. I'm so glad that video is finally out. बहुत ही मेहनत लगी उस स्टूडियो को बनाने में भी और वो वीडियो को पोस्ट करने में भी. But studio tour में बहुत सारे questions आए थे कि is the studio bought or have you rented it? So I have mentioned it in a previous vlog that it is on rent. It is in the exact same building where my parents live, where Aditya and I live, and now the studio is in the same building, and oh my god, it is the most convenient thing ever. I'm so glad that we decided to do this. It is definitely way more expensive to rent out in this building. Because ये building में सिर्फ 3 BHKs और 4 BHKs है. So we had to go for like a bigger space. We actually are not in need of a 3 BHK, but I feel like we're gonna try to like utilize the space and try to create more content. Kind of a related question to the previous question is that how did you manage to do everything at once? So the 2 houses, the wedding expenses, the US tour, and then the constant traveling. So I understand, I feel like from an outsider point of view, it might look like that, but it honestly isn't like that. Like, this is something that we have been planning and saving up for years and years and years. As I mentioned earlier, I've been doing YouTube since 8 years now, and even before that, I used to blog. Like, I used to have a blog which would also make money. Obviously it would make like 3,000 or 5,000 rupees a month, but basically I've been working since 10 years now, and honestly, thanks to my dad, I have been, I would say, smart with my money, and he's done a really good job in terms of investing our money. So basically we've had these different kinds of funds for years, like a shadi fund, a honeymoon fund, car fund, house fund, retirement fund, because Aditya and I also own a business, right? So Simba Lifestyle has been around for 7 years. So we've been doing this for a while and we've been making chotu savings in every single fund. As for the luxury car, बहुत सारे questions उस पे भी थे. Before this car, we have owned 2 second-hand cars. So that time we decided to go slow. एकदम ही budget में लिए थे. It's been like 6 years since that, and I used to pay like a 6,000 rupee EMI every month. So we decided to go slow then, obviously, and then now when we feel like it's right, we have enough savings to be able to commit to this, is when we've gone ahead with. So yeah, ये सब चीजें overnight नहीं हुई है. We've been thinking about this. We've been actively saving up for everything that you see is happening this very year. Next question is, how many people are in your team? So I've deliberately added this question because we are looking at expanding our team. So as of now, it's me, it's Aditya, there's Madhura, and then we have freelance videographers, freelance editors. We are looking to expand our team with a creative personal assistant and also a social media manager. So if you're based out of Mumbai, this is a full-time job. Please do send in your CVs, your resumes. If you have work experience, that's great. But only if you are based in Mumbai, please send in your CV. All the details are going to be in the description box below. Okay, another question, I think mostly asked by newer subscribers. What does Aditya do? Let's start with the backstory. So when I started this YouTube channel, Aditya would help me film all of my videos. He would also actually help me shoot all of my blog posts even before I started my YouTube channel. So he's been a part of all of this, but behind the scenes. And I most definitely wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for his help. So tab to we were barely making any money or no money, but eventually when we did start making money on this channel, he came on board full time as my manager. So what does a manager do? Basically they crack deals for you with brands. So basically all the emails that I get from brands, he gets back to them, he negotiates with them, and there's also a lot of pitching that we do from our end. If there's a particular product or a brand that I really like and I want to work with them, he basically talks to them. Also another thing, his educational qualifications, he's a double graduate, so in economics, and he's also a lawyer. So both of these things are very useful in this profession because there are a lot of contracts that need to be read. So he's a lawyer, so it just works out so well. So he's my manager, he's my lawyer, he handles the entire back end of this channel, of the second channel that we have. Now he's a content creator as well. So we create content on the second channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do have businesses as well. So all of that is also handled by him. I would say I'm more so like a creative director there. So I just come in, give all of my creative ideas, and then the execution is left up to him. And other than all of this, he also helps out in his family business with his parents, which is called the Happy Place Villas. It's a villa in Alibag. I'll leave details to that also in the description box below. So I hope that clears out the air about what Aditya does. I am done with my makeup, but I'm gonna take one last question, which is to share some life lessons. So basically, I have posted a shorts reel all about this where I shared 7 life lessons that I've learned in the last 27 years. And the love and the comments that I got on that video really warmed my heart. Funny story about that video is that I had shot a proper long form sit down video last year of sharing with you guys 26 lessons that I've learned in 26 years. Shot it, got it edited, never uploaded it. A week back, I shot another long form video, 27 lessons that I've learned in 27 years. Shot the whole thing, deleted it. Honestly, I don't know why. I do that with a lot of videos, to be fair. But today, I will be sharing with you guys 3 life lessons. Small disclaimer, I'm not a professional, I'm not a life coach. These are just my opinions. You can disagree with my opinions. Just some lessons that I have learned in my own personal experience. The first one is called the Kinlin Law, I believe. So basically, if you have a problem, write it down clearly and specifically on a piece of paper, and half of your problems are solved. Journaling is a very, very popular thing, right? And the reason why it is so popular is because the minute you put everything that you're feeling down on a paper, it makes you feel, number one, super, super light, and it makes you think so much more clearly because the problem is literally laid down in front of you. Definitely something that you need to try. The next one is something that Aditya and I completely disagree on, but that's fine. So you let me know, what do you think? I feel like you should never lower your expectations. Whereas Aditya thinks that you should have low expectations so that life can surprise you, which is also fair. But I personally feel like I like to have high expectations for myself and for life in general. There are pros and cons to both, so you can really pick and choose. Third one is easier said than done, but it's true. It's a hard pill to swallow, but allow yourself the freedom to fail. So I read a quote, some kind of failure always occurs before success. So stick around. No one likes to fail, let's be real. Everyone wants to succeed at everything that they're doing. But every time you do fail, it's honestly an opportunity for you to learn. If you can adopt the mindset of almost thinking of a failure as a learning lesson, I feel like it's so much more beneficial to you rather than you wallowing in the sorrows of it. I hope that made sense. Was not trying to sound preachy, just some life lessons that I've learned. Before we end the video, cue today's giveaway. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I tried to create like a very calming atmosphere. So I hope you felt that energy. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.